Last night, I was in a yoga class, which is a very restorative, gentle, peaceful kind of yoga class. Non-exertive yoga, which is my kind of yoga. You break a sweat, you're doing something wrong. At any rate, so we're lying in some supported posture, with lots of blankets and bolsters and things supporting it. And they've got gentle gong music going, and it's dark and it's really peaceful, and And then right outside is the places on the highway, and some motorcycle started revving up, one of those really loud motorcycles that had amplified exhaust, and it was a very loud sound in the space, and the teacher made some allusion to, the noise pollution coming in. Just ignore the noise pollution. And it struck me how culturally different we are. Now, in India, the Indians love noise. They just love it. And, I mean, the spiritual celebrations and things are full of clanging and banging and really amplified through loudspeakers, maxed out, distorting beyond in feedback. And, I mean, this is like what they're going for. This is the goal. And there is some quality of that seems to resonate through that particular culture. And people are comfortable in that. And so what this points to is how our reactions to things are based basically on our conditioning. It's not even so much our physical nature that we all share, but how that physical response is conditioned by our environment, such that certain kinds of environments, certain kinds of sounds and things elicit very different responses in people. And among those responses is good and bad, like in Doklam. For this yoga teacher, the gong sound was a good sound. The motorcycle sound was a bad sound. That was pollution. This was something that was not part of yoga. I doubt seriously whether she had a motorcycle sound tape that she played, for her yoga classes. So we have some kind of expectation based on our preferences about what is appropriate, what is a good thing to have in certain situations, and conversely what's a bad thing. And so in this country, we would tend to feel that construction noise and leaf blowers and motorcycles and those kinds of sounds are intrusive, that they're negative, that they detract from what we're trying to do here. Whereas in other cultures, they simply just pass through unnoticed, ungrasped. They're just simply, there. And so they wouldn't be a detriment. They wouldn't be a distraction. Now, where people often go with that is, okay, we should cultivate openness to everything, so that nothing is a distraction. And people often, in spiritual terms, spiritual circles, attempt to do exactly that, with generally limited results, because we are conditioned organisms. We do have responses to things. And so, while the exercise to rid ourselves of such responses can be interesting, and it can be quite revealing when it doesn't work, and you really can learn something from that. When you genuinely try to be open, to cultivate openness, to transform yourself in a particular way, often that the attempt will reveal something about your own limited power, your own limited capacity to do such things. And in that case, it can be a very powerful insight into what is truly happening, what really makes you who you are, makes you do what you do, makes you react as you react. And that insight is very expansive, because it goes beyond the limited, it goes beyond our constrained sense of we, as this form, are responsible for controlling things, for making things happen. And as that sense broadens and expands, we realize we're part of a much larger matrix of influences and energies that combine to make not only us, but everything that's around us. And then this is seen as being a seamless whole, a unity.